money back, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all think so. Don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? And I look at my snap. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this button, the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. They be late, waist snatch, fat, shrink, fat. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Babe, like a Monday, Ferrari body. This is sweet Saturday, that's just with plastic. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a. Them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum, always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you at the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just with plastic. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a. Them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now?
Mama watching television, telling me avoid the system. Hoping I ain't lose religion, texting prayer hands, hope the message sending on. Know I've been blessed, I've been seeing prophets, busted yellow shirts, louder than the broccoli, dancing in my chucks, feeling out of body, say the man got me on.
Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now?
All in my system, been the one I'm kissing. One might extensions, that'll look like expeditions on. Man, it's too loud, hear me in your city, cause when I start spitting too much drive, need some power steering, cruising to a better vision, y'all.
Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Mama, dirty the roads that I've traveled, but I'm on my way. Mama, trust all the steps on my journey, 'cause I'll be okay.
I know it's gotta hurt when you know you could've had a president. Guess that I would rather be the man. Maybe one day I'll go back to school. Think I'm probably kidding, but I still mean it. They've been trying to screw me, but I've I've been a genius. Cali looking more like home since I made moves.
Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now?
It's one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself and you just cruising on the highway, man. Yeah, this got me thinking. On that cap, swerving through traffic, listening to trap. My windows ain't tinted, so notice me. Four braids, Yankee fitted, yeah, know it's me. I'm everywhere comfortable, but I'm still attentive. A young with money will make offended. I ain't flashy, I'm classy, but I ain't stupid either. Never show up to that's hungry and eager. My brother's keeper, I'm loyal, it's all in my demeanor. A true believer, I believe when they didn't believe her. That's why I don't let opinions affect me. I do what I want to do. If they do or they don't accept me, they expect me to give up. I almost did. Things went from moving faster, slow motion. I was losing focus, stuck on that. It was smooth on the surface, but underneath it was broken. Hoping to find hope in this hopeless world we live in. What you give is what you given. Gotta make wise decisions. Gotta stay tunnel vision. Gotta avoid collision. Keep scratching the surface and keep your palms itching. Gotta pay moms a visit. It's been a while. I've been working, she keep telling me she miss her child. I find myself passing the house, then I spin around. She say I'm always moving, I just can't sit around. Oh my, cause the cash ain't gonna come to us. When we was down, who gave a dime or gave a for us? So instead of making it hard, I made it fun for us. Make it easy, so when you need it, you just run to us. But it's a lot of pressure, I'm trying to stick and move through this. Fixing these bumps on the road so I can just cruise to this. Living my life on the road, I'm trying to get used to this. And when they throw dirt, I just act like a broom to this. Trying to stay true to this. Even when they lie on me. World on my shoulders, my girl can't even cry on me. God watching over me, the devil probably spy on me. I've been going through some Kenneth, keep an eye on me. I know it's been a drought, but to my fans, don't go dry on me. If you want a picture, take a picture, don't get shy on me. I'm here to inspire. I admire that you admire me. I've been in the dark, but I promise you'll see a brighter me. I'm sorry. To all my supporters, man. Won't win anyway. I came straight out the with a microphone. Boy, I swear I couldn't leave that mic alone. Everybody clear the room, I like to write alone. I'm in my zone, bass bouncing off the styrofoam. I'm never in between, I'm either hot or cold. Can't be a loser, I maneuver like I got a clone. I'm out here in these streets like I ain't got a home. And you barely hear from me like I ain't got a phone. Because there's no days off, there's no days off. I know it sounds a little painful, but it pays off. Social sites was distracting, so I stayed off. Spoke to God, then me and Satan had a face off. I swear my life was like a rocket, then it takes off. First I plotted, then I got it, couldn't wait long. I put the pedal to the metal, then took the brakes off. And I kept it A1 like the steak sauce. My paychecks used to be a pair of Jordans, and I know I can't afford them, but I went ahead and bought them. Then I quit, started spent my money on recording. Yeah, the studio was small, but man, that made me a fortune. Made me a fortune, man. Trying to stop me. Y'all can't stop me. This is forever. Forever, man. I mean that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell, and he stopped immediately there. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. They'll drop the throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Going to throw right side here, complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Come on, let's go! White 90!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Ohio! Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Now back to throw. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. They're going to try and throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This is McCaffrey on the give, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
All right, now look at 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Hey, here we go. What? 90.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Cut.
He'll look to throw. But he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Noel. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Ohio. Ohio. Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Cut.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken at the 37. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, They'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Come on, let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On second down, here's Crowell. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go! What?
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Here we go! What? 9!
They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Seth DeValve, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen to a J. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now third down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third?
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it. This is caught inside the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to...
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll drop it off to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking to throw. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. To throw here. And he finds a man in a crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll drop the throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ohio! Ohio!
Now back to throw. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Steps away to his left. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here's Ajayi. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, Are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tackle made by K1 Short.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. Fights him off. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
No gain on the play there. Second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And frankly, that should have been another pick right there. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Set. Green, 39. Green.
This is a giant. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
No, check. Patriot.
They'll try to run with a J. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. They dump off underneath to a J. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. Let's see how they attack him here. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
The Panthers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then against the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the...
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott now to add the extra point. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all. And the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hey, 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 hey!
taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38!
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
4 down. Let's go!
A first down carry now for Crowell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Ohio!
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Come on, let's go! What?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Ohio! Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Spinning away. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason is. He better figure it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Come on, let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38! Hut!
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8.
Flex round! Flex round! Hut!
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Ertz has it left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19!
They'll set up to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Ajani fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Jerry Atauchu brings him down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And a kick by Elliott is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here we go.
They begin with a run by Crowell. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Isaiah Crowell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gano out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He's going to slip. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, let's go.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Hey. Come on, let's go.
Again, it's Crowell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's again to Crowell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. This is Crowell. And he's got room. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Carolina, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
I like when birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the beam in the flex. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jungle, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life and then the ape in. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that. You from the